Hello friends. How are we all doing today? I'm very excited. Apparently also so is my hair today, so if you see this whole situation, it's fine. It decided up is the vibe today, so we are here, we're hyped, I'm excited. I'm so glad noms were tasty live. I haven't had mine yet. I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. I'm gonna figure it out after stream, but I'm excited to be here. It's so good. Like, I've been waiting, literally been waiting for the stream. Sorry, I'm shaking my camera. Like, let me not tap my desk in excitement. But no, I've literally been waiting for the stream for like 2 weeks. I've been sitting there waiting, like seeing all the posts about it and knowing it was coming up. And I'm like, here we are. We finally get to do it. It's a lovely mad. Oh, you probably can't see it, but I'm blushing. You said yesterday you'd get your schedule straight. Yeeted the next day. Yep, literally. So Life and I were playing some games yesterday, and I said I have a hard cutoff today of 7 p.m. because I need to sort my food schedule out, which in turn is going to sort my sleep schedule. And here we are doing an evening stream, but it's fine. It's for a good reason, so I'm totally fine for it. But I hope everyone is doing well. How are we all doing on this? What day even is it? It's a Thursday. I'm never live on a Thursday, so this is wild for me. I'm like trying to figure out when we are. Yeah, I hope everyone's doing well. I have got my tea. I'm finally making my way through the rest of the 24 advent calendar from Friday Tea. I still have a few left. This is Choco Cherry Black, I think it's called. So it's like a really like dark brew, like black tea with chocolate flavoring and cherry flavoring, and it's really good. I added a bit of sugar just for my own taste, and the sugar really brings it up. So it's like, compared to some of the other teas I've been having recently, which are like herbal or fruity, this is heavy. And like, don't get me wrong, I love heavy, but it's also like, ooh. Also decided to go with a different vibe for the music today because I figured heavy screamo was probably not the vibe for a chill Whitethorn day. Like, it's fine. Also, my stream chat's not working on stream over there. You should be showing up over there. Why is that not working? Hello? I'll see if I can figure that in a minute. Let me do a test by saying it is the official Whitethorn Winter Showcase stream today. We are doing a watch party, and we have a little command that I set up, which is WWS. Okay, that's showing up. Okay, interesting. I don't know. Maybe yours just disappeared and I didn't see it, but it should be showing up there. But yes, so if anybody wants to have a look at the other games that Whitethorn do, we're going to have a look briefly here before they start the stream. But there is a link in the pinned message that Life has just done for us. Thank you very much, Life, which will take you straight to the store on Steam. And it'll be a list of all of the different Whitethorn games. Some of them we already know about. We've already played them on the channel here or on YouTube. Some of them I know about, and I didn't know a Whitethorn until recently. And a lot of them are upcoming, which we're going to hear about today, hopefully. So we can have a quick look at the Steam page in a minute and just kind of see all the different games. So there might be someone there you'll recognize, some you don't. But if there's any that you see in the stream today, like as we're watching the watch party, we are the watch party. You know what I mean? While we're watching the stream, if there's anything you see and you're like, I want to know more about that, you can go to the link down, where's chat? Somewhere that, you know where it is, you know what chat is, your chat. But follow the link, it'll take you to the Whitethorn page, and all of the games are there. So anything that's upcoming, anything that's been there before, and hopefully there's some more announcements to come today. I'm excited. We are going to take a quick look because the stream is supposed to go live in about 20 minutes time, so I'll need to get here a little early and just kind of have a look at some things, get like introduced to some of the games. So if you guys haven't seen any of them, we can go and take a little look. So let's open up, not the special offers. Like every time I see that, I'm like, I don't look at it unless I'm wanting more things for my wish list, because otherwise Like, I have 701 games on my wish list. These special offers opens every time I open Steam is a dangerous page for me. But we should be able to go here. There we are. Oh, that lines up almost perfectly. Like, if I scroll, you can see that's not part of the background, but it lines up almost perfectly with the actual background we've got. But if we have a look here, we can go, I'm just going to hit browse. And this is going to be a list of all the different games. So if there's anyone like you want to know more about, as I say, go to the link. You'll be able to find all of these on here. The link will take you straight to this page here. So this one that you can see here with the upcoming games, latest releases and everything. This is where the link in chat will take you. And of course you can scroll all the way down and it's got like top sellers, new releases, you know how Steam works. But there's a lot of games on this list that I did not know on Whitethorn. And I've recently come to be like, oh my God, there's so many good games on here. So if you start all the way at the bottom, there's a couple here you can't quite see, it's cut off a little bit, but they go all the way back to June of 2017. And it was a little coffee shop simulator, and I'm like, true to form, there's some new simulator news coming out, like hopefully today. So I'm loving that for us. Like, we love a good simulator. But like, we look all the way through here, there's a few in here that I've added recently on my wish list, like Where the Bees Make Honey. We've got some in here like Carna Quest, Evans Remains, We Should Talk. This one though, I'm scrolling too far, but this is one that I didn't actually know until recently was Whitethorn. But we're playing that this weekend by random spin wheel. Fate decided it was a Whitethorn week. Calico. I freaking love Calico. I've only played about an hour of it, but that's because I wanted to do some on stream. And it's so cute. We're going to be playing it this Sunday by absolute random chance. Like, fate was like, it's going to happen this week. So if you want to see some of Calico, we're going to be playing it on Sunday. Not at the same time as today, the usual time, which is about 5 hours earlier than right now. So if you do want to see some of that, we are going to be running a cat cafe on Sunday, which I'm very excited about. And we've got some like others on here, like Lake. I've wanted to play Lake for so long. It's been on my wish list for ages. Didn't know it was Whitethorn. So there are so many absolute bangers on here. I looked at Teacup. It's so freaking cute. We've got Witchwood. We've got Onsen Master, Recall, Botany Manor. We played the demo for Botany Manor on my YouTube. I don't know how I'm like completely forgot that it was Whitethorn. I adored Botany Manor. It has recently just come out on PlayStation, I think. I'll have to confirm that for you, but I think I saw something about there being a release for consoles soon, like whether or not it was just PlayStation or Xbox as well. But I think that was one that came out recently. And of course, at the top of the list here, 5th of December last year. If you've been on my YouTube or you've been here on my channel before, you'll see me talk about this. Mythwrecked Ambrosia Island. I was given a key to this game and it makes me so happy. Like, seriously, I can't even explain how good this game is. It is so much fun. We have got, if we go, let's have a look into Mythwrecked actually, because I've been filming a little bit. I'm not going to play this, but I want to go. One second. You're going to see my library for a second, but that's because I want to look for something specific here. Let's go to Mythwrecked. 5.7 hours. That's what I have in it so far, and I still have more to film for the episode that's going to be out hopefully next week. But it said there's about 10 to 12 hours of gameplay, and it is worth every second. You got Kaku as well. It isn't multiplayer. Kaku. This one? Is this Whitethorn? Let me have a look. No, it's Bingo Bell. I was confused. But no, I won Kaku from something like it was I think it was the Game Awards that for people who can't afford Game Awards, they were giving out keys, and I won Kaku. So if anybody wants to see some Kaku Ancient Seal gameplay at some point, we can play that on here as well. But So yeah, let's head back to this page. Like, Magical Delicacy, the Forest Cathedral. There's so many games on this that I have either already had on my wish list or have added in recent months. Like, since I've been working with Whitethorn on a couple of things, like getting Mythwrecked especially, like I've been following them on all the socials and it's been so fun to see everything. So like going through this list the other day, I know I don't need any more for my wish list. I'm gonna organize it and like keep on Steam only the ones that I really want to actually buy soon, and put everything else on an interest page. It's gonna be so hard to put any of these on just interest and not actually buy because they're so good. Like this teacup one, for example. Teacup is a short and wholesome narrative adventure with a focus on exploration and non-linear progression. Help a small and shy frog on her journey to find the ingredients she needs for her tea party. It's so cute. Sorry, I didn't mean to yell to the mic, but it's wild. Like, so many good things coming out from Whitethorn. And of course, there's going to be new things that we're going to hear today. We've got about 10 minutes until it starts, so we're going to like just have a look, see some things here in upcoming games. So we've got Colonel Hearts, which is this one down here, which I haven't actually seen Colonel Hearts. I've been trying to avoid too much of the coming soon stuff because I know they're probably going to show some stuff today. But we've also got Slime Heroes, which super fun looking. And then we have, my face is kind of in the way, but it's right here, Spray Paint Simulator. I love a simulator game, and this is giving like House Flipper meets Power Wash Sim, and I am so here for it. Like, oh, it's gonna be so good. You're in the beta testing of that, haven't played it since. I'm assuming you're talking about Kaku, because I think that came in while I was talking about that. It looks pretty good. It looks really cute. We might play that on stream at some point. I'm gonna add it to my spin wheel, I think, for the Sundays. So if anybody like is here hanging out who's new and here for the Whitethorn thing, we generally do 2 streams a week. We have Hello Wednesdays, which we do horror games, and then we do our Sleepy Sundays, where we at the moment are doing spin wheels to help us get through a bunch of the games I've never played or haven't played enough of. So that's why we got Calico for this weekend, and it was like the perfect thing. I didn't even think about it when I got the spin wheel earlier this week. And then as I was getting everything set up for it, I was like, it's Whitethorn. It was perfect. You know, the timing on it was just incredible. So hopefully we'll get some more information on these 3 games today, and maybe something that's not on this list. I don't know. I'm excited. So we're going to minimize that for a little bit. I am just going to quickly bring up the page on YouTube in the background because I want to make sure if they're doing like a countdown or anything, like I can be there and see the countdown. We're going to go and have a look. Let's go to the YouTube page. Go to the live. Okay, so they're not doing a countdown yet, but I'm keeping an eye, so as soon as it starts, we're going to be right in there. This is your PSA. We have about, as I say, 10 minutes before it starts. If you need to go and do a GPG, grab a snack, grab a drink, go and do so. I have got a hot drink. Don't forget your hot drink. I always do that. But I'm excited. It's going to be so good. I'm liking this this playlist. It's Stream Beats by Harris Heller. It's just like a Christmassy winter theme. And it's so cute, and I'm like, it's getting me into the right vibe for a Whitethorn stream. Like, it definitely was not the day for heavy emo. Don't get me wrong, I love my emo playlist, but do I have a backup drink? I mean, kind of. I have a little bit of juice left, but it's fine. I can go and run and get a drink later if I need to, but I actually started my day today with a massive caffeine overload. That's probably why I've had heartburn all day, but it was worth it. I was sent some Kicking Horse coffee from a friend in Canada, and I decided this morning, it was like I woke up and I was like, the sun is shining and I have stuff to do today. I had a benefits meeting earlier on today, which was going to really stress me out. And then we had this tonight and I had to maybe go out and like be in the world. I had to go to the shops earlier and I was like, I started the day and I was like, I need caffeine. So I had this massive cup of coffee, just like, give me the energy for the day, and I'm still feeling it. So also, I don't know what you think about the outfit today, but apparently I woke up and I went, I'm gonna put on my favorite summer outfit because I have been getting affected by seasonal affective disorder recently and being really upset that it's dark all the time, and the sun was shining today and I went, you know what, summer, I'm gonna do it. I know it's the winter showcase, but I needed it for my mental. So this is one of my favorite, like, it's hard to tell without like literally like pulling this whole thing down, but it's like my favorite combination. It's like bees on the dungarees. It's run and fly. I thought it was, I had to check. So the run and fly dungarees I wanted for ages. My mum found them and it made me so happy. And then the top is a little crop top that says, oh honey. And I love it. It makes me so happy to put oh honey with the bees. It's so good. So I've been running around all day today dressed like summer. I even went out today with my yellow hat. I've got rainbow socks, had my rainbow shoes. So I literally was the epitome of sunshine and rainbows today. It was wild. Like, so unlike me, but I desperately needed that energy today. So we're taking the energy into the showcase stream because I'm hyped. And it feels really weird to be like hyped as a low energy person because I'm not like, yeah, it's so good, but I'm just like doing my little happy dance because I'm excited to see what's coming up today. Oh, this is a good track. It's called Downhill. Oh, I'm keeping an eye. It says upcoming. Oh, I'm looking. It says premieres 6:27 p.m. So I'm wondering if that's when the countdown starts. So we have 2 minutes. I'm here. I'm ready to click the button. I'm ready to take us over to the other page. Oh, I'm definitely looking forward to seeing information today about Spray Paint Simulator and Slime Heroes. Those ones look really fun. But I'm really interested in this Colonel, oh god, what was it called? Colonel Hearts. Like, I didn't click on this page earlier on because I didn't want the spoilers, but just looking at this picture makes me very happy. It's giving me anime energy. Multiplayer co-op roguelike action RPG about magical girls. It sounds exactly like my kind of game. So, Colonel, yeah. I couldn't remember the second words. I was like, Colonel, and my brain just went popcorn. Like, I mean, they might have popcorn in that game, but we'll have to see. But yeah, that one looks really interesting, so I'm super curious to see like more about that and like what they've got today. I have no idea, by the way, how long today is going to be. So depending if we get ads through it, we'll try and pause the stream so anybody who's getting ads won't miss anything. But we will still be here. I want to try and get anything like relatively live as live as we can. So during the ad breaks, we won't be really going anywhere. We're just going to be talking about the games. I don't anticipate this being a long stream for us. It's going to be however long this one is, I guess. So I'm like, it still says upcoming. Okay, well, what we actually can do, let's go over to the game screen because I have it all set up over here. We can actually close this down. We don't need this. If I scroll down here just a little bit so you can see this bit. So there's not a lot to go on the description, but it says, welcome to the Whitethorn Winter 2025 Showcase. We're excited to share a look at everything you can expect to see from us this year. Oh, that's loud. Hello. Wowzers. I'm gonna blame YouTube for that because the YouTube, like the countdowns are so loud. Let me check. Can you hear the music at all? If you don't have audio, I have 4 minutes and 30 seconds to fix it. Oh, looks like it's not getting audio. No! Okay, hold on 1 second. I'm not seeing it on my audio mixer. Do you hear the music? Can you confirm? I'll turn it up a tiny bit. Oh god, it's so loud. Okay, hold on 1 second. I'm gonna get rid of it and try it again. Or let's make sure it's okay, it says it's on the tracks. And let me put it on its own individual track just in case. Very, very quiet beats. You might be hearing Spotify. Let me pause Spotify. So there shouldn't be any music from that coming in. Oh god. The countdown. It's stressing me out. We have 3.5 minutes to fix the audio. Where do I go? I've moved my audio. Oh god, which one is it? Is it this one? I don't think it's that one. Wait, you hear it? Oh, perfect. Yes. Okay, I get it. It was my fault. It was actually, I'm the drummer. When I was setting this up the other day, making sure everything was like cropped in properly and making sure like the audio source worked. I was using a different like YouTube page and I forgot to swap it. So we're here. You have audio. I'm excited. So yeah, like epic fight music. Yeah, so that's definitely what you're getting. I will fix the audio properly once we get into it because this, I've had it like, you might be able to see here the audio I have down on like 5% right now because the opening is so loud. I'm gonna say hello in the Whitethorn chat. If you guys want to go and watch them or like lurk it over and watch it with them, this is the YouTube link. They're also on, I believe, Twitch. And I think there's somewhere else they're live and I've forgotten, but we're watching it here on YouTube. So if you want to go and like hang out in their chat and read the chat, you can go and grab that link. Don't understand. No, I don't get it either. Like I've done premieres before and I have to spam the chat before it begins with like audio warning, turn it down. Like why is this so obnoxiously loud? So I know this is not Whitethorn's issue. This is entirely YouTube just having no, like, no sense of audio, whatever. I'm gonna say hello in the chat. Music is so hype, and it's like so good. All right, you have a minute and a few seconds, so if you're not ready, like if you're lurking and you can hear me and you're not back at your computer yet, you have 60 seconds. Hurry up, get in here. I'm excited. Look at all those people there in chat as well. I see in there, like, the Cozy Gaming Club, like... Oh. I see Whitethorn saying, Whitethorn Winter intensifies. Your shaders are loading for Tiny Tina, the bigger game. Ooh, let me know how that is. I've been kind of enjoying, like, I say kind of, I've been really enjoying when we've been playing the... whatever the DLC adventure thing is. That's been a lot of fun. I don't understand a lot of it, but it's been fun. "15 seconds! You're level 15, still no clue what you're doing. To be fair, I feel like that's what I'm doing when we're playing an L1. I don't know what's going on half the time. 3, 2, 1.
Yet another severe winter storm weather alert for Erie County beginning this morning. Over 20 inches of snow is expected to be accumulated by the end of the day. Residents are advised to stay off the roads due to blowing snow and dangerous road conditions. Stay safe, Erie.
Good morning, everyone. Due to the winter storm affecting Erie today, the office will be closed. The roads are unsafe for travel, so please stay home and do not try to come to the office. Yes, stay safe and warm, everyone. Snow day, let's go. It's snow joke out there. It's really coming down. It's so pretty. Tad quiet in comparison. I will adjust. They're talking about the meeting. Incoming call. This is so cool the way they've set this up.
Thanks everybody for being flexible today. The weather is clearly not cooperating with us, so guess we're on a call this time, but thanks for being here, and certainly thanks Liz for taking notes.
No problem. I'm ready to go.
Great. So Whitethorn Winter's just around the corner. We definitely need to figure out what we're going to talk about. Anyone have anywhere you'd like to start?
Yeah, we should probably start with recapping last year.
Yeah, it was a pretty amazing year for game releases. Botany Manor, Magical Delicacy, Mythrax, Skatefish.
T Engineers also launched Apico's final update.
And we had some really fun events like PAX and our annual publisher sale.
I have a bunch of trailers we can use for this. Let me share my screen and see what you all think.
This is so cute. Year in review. Lake for the Nintendo Switch. I didn't know it was on Switch. That's good to know. Oh, I really want to play Lake so badly. Got Skatefish on Android, so there are branching into mobile gaming. Botany Manor, there it is. PC, Xbox One, Xbox Series 6, Nintendo Switch. I thought it was PlayStation. I might be wrong on that. I'll have to have a look and see if that has come out on that yet. I'm not sure if maybe it said it was upcoming soon or something, but Magical Delicacy. This looks so good. It's like a side-scrolling platformer vibe, but also cooking. Mythrax. Love Mythrax. It's so good. Love our main character Alex there, just vibing.
Yeah, that's great. We should also talk about some of the other events we went to.
Oh yeah, big year for travel. I had the opportunity to meet a lot of different people on different continents this year. We were at DICE first, and then I think GDC thereafter.
Mm-hmm. We also did Gamescom Latam, Bit Summit, and China Joy.
Yeah. And then back to the US, Minnesota, 2DCon this year.
And we had Ava, Game Brussels, and Festa Game in Chile.
Yeah. Oh, and we should probably mention that the week of the showcase, most of our titles are going to be on sale on Xbox, Steam, PlayStation, and also Nintendo Switch. We'll even have a sale on our website for all of our merch.
And it was another big year for the work our team and the developers have done to make sure that their games are as playable by as many players as possible, right, Court?
Yeah, definitely. We learned a lot this year from testing, our community, and other partner creators who want to make games more accessible to everyone. And we have so much more coming up this year.
Like some new DLC for Calico.
Speaking of things happening this
Calico
year,
DLC!
Botany Manor just launched on PlayStation. We should talk about that for sure.
And that Botany Manor.
Yeah, I have a trailer for that
Botany
one too.
Manor
Tell me
on
what y'all think.
PlayStation. I'm so excited. I'm getting confused. But I do see in the chat they say it's up to 80% off on Xbox. So if you have an Xbox and you're interested, wow, that's loud. Hello. Hopefully it's capped for you guys at least, so it shouldn't be too bad. But Botany Manor, we have played the demo for this on YouTube and I loved it so much. I've been waiting to play this. At some point it's gonna happen. I want to do it either for YouTube or for stream. If you guys want to see it here, we'll play it here. But it made me so happy. Living my best Victorian gardener life. So yeah, this was out on all the different platforms before, but it's finally coming to PlayStation. So if you have a PlayStation and you've wanted this game, you can go and get it. I don't know if it's available right now or if it's upcoming, but hopefully they'll say a specific date if it's not here yet. Oh, look at it. It's so good. Available now. So it should be available right now on PlayStation. PlayStation.
Yeah, I mean, Laura and the team at Balloon Studios really made a just awesome game. We should definitely see if they want to have something to say.
Good idea. You have a call with them next week, right? Why don't you float the idea to them and see what the team thinks?
I can totally do that. how are you feeling?
Feeling good. I've had quite a long break since April, or like at least, on and off, taking it easy.
They're so
and
cute.
I had a very long Christmas break, which was nice. Yeah, no, I feel pretty good about it. It's always stressful when you launch a game, but then when you've had a bit of time to relax and recover, you gain more perspective on how the launch went. And I think looking back on it, I feel the game was received really well, and we're still getting picked up sometimes in articles, and people are still talking about it, which is just really lovely to see.
Yeah, same.
If anybody
really,
wants
feeling
links to
really
these
good.
games, by the
It's
way,
always
let me know and
impossible
I'll
to
see if
know
I can
when
grab them in the
you're working on a
background. If you want me to
game,
get a
no matter how
link
much
to
faith you have
Steam
in
for
it,
Botany
how
Manor,
it's
I
gonna be
can.
received. And I feel like it's really exceeded any expectations I had. We've had really nice feedback from all sorts of different players, and that's just been really lovely to hear. And yeah, I always forget that after you finish working on a game, you finish the hard work, but the game then takes on a life of its own. So if it gets nominated for awards months later, or you keep hearing about new players just discovering it for the first time, that's really lovely to see, and it's been great.
Yeah, I mean, the development is such a involved process for any game. What were some of the challenges that you overcame in development?
For me personally, probably an art challenge, and this was a fun challenge to solve, but working on anything that is based heavily on history and trying to keep the references quite close to that historical record, especially the 1890s, when everything was way over decorated and really super detailed. To go and do that research and then take those references and turn them into these beautifully simplified, stylized artworks that fit in the manor and helped contribute to that nice, relaxing, cozy environment. That was a challenge, and it took a lot of iterations and going
such a
backwards
beautiful
and forwards
game.
to get everything at the same level of detail. But I feel like we got there in the end, so it was a fun one to solve.
Yeah, they
for
did such a
me,
good job in the art,
biggest challenge
seriously.
technically was to make the game run on a Switch, because there's a lot to render, and there's a really big manor that needed to be loaded in all at once, and we really had to push and optimize every single bit that we could to make it run, and also to not compromise the visuals too much, because the cozy, peaceful atmosphere with lots of foliage was really important to us, to the vibe of the game. So we didn't want to compromise that for Switch players. And I feel like we did a good job. I think it came out really well.
I think just, like I said, throughout development, you're in Unity, you're in the engine, you're in the manor. What are, big or small, some of your favorite things that you worked on that maybe people did or didn't pick up?
For me, my favorite thing, this is very small, but was coming up with the Latin names for the flowers. So I feel like, when you know something is almost like a little Easter egg or a secret that only a specific section of players are going to pay attention to, but that if they see it and they go and translate them, they're going to go, oh, this is so cool. Like anybody who's into science or botany or speaks Latin. So that was just a little tiny thing that was really fun
when I
to
play,
do.
I'm going to have to translate all the flower names.
People who actually did spot that and go and translate the flowers.
Yeah, and like you said, that makes it all kind of worth it in the end, when people are just so involved in the manor, and they're on the same level as you, where like, oh, they get it, and that's
yeah, exactly.
So Whitethorn is, known for its involvement in accessibility. I'm just curious, what were some of the key features that you knew how to make it into the game?
Instead of animating a camera towards a clue, you kind of just quickly fade to black, and then you're cutting that animation also to reduce motion sickness for some people.
Yeah, that's just so important, being able to reach that community and just allow, these features allow a broader, audience to play. And, I remember hearing about, motion sickness, and that's just so cool that, you and our team were able to collaborate on that and, add into the game. Lastly, and for my own curiosity, what is next for Balloon Studios?
We are currently still working together, the two of us, and also with Thomas, who did the music on Botany Manor.
The music
and
was
we're
so
just
good.
prototyping a new game. And yeah, it's
The little
it's
secret
still
smiles where they're like,
sort of with the same
we don't want
kind
to
of
tell you too
vibes
much.
as Botany Manor, but it's not the same either. And it's got history at its core, escapism, exploration, all those
Ooh.
elements as well at its core.
Yeah, I'll just echo what Laura says, and I guess from an art perspective, we're definitely trying to keep some of the really good things about Botany Manor, but also do something fresh and new. Yeah.
I mean, I'm
Well, that's
excited,
exciting.
So I can't wait to see more. It was great catching up, and I wish you all the best.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks to Laura and Kit
Bye.
for that. Balloon Studios Botany Manor was so good.
Gosh, Botany Manor was such a fun game to work on, wasn't it, Pedro?
It really was, and I think it was a blooming success.
A blooming
Wasn't Botany Manor also involved in the first accessibility showcase too?
It was, and last year we were able to showcase accessibility features available in Magical Delicacy and Slime Heroes.
Yes,
what an honor.
accessibility
Being included
features,
with
let's
so many
go.
amazing developers making stuff more inclusive for everybody out there.
Yeah, it would be really cool if we could get the organizer of that showcase to join us for Whitethorn Winter. Laura Kate Dale, right? I'd love to talk to her about accessibility.
Well, let's set that up.
That little secret smile, like, oh, I'd love to
Laura,
talk
thank
to
you
her.
so much for joining us today. It's so great to see you.
Thank you so much for having me.
So you've spent a lot of your career as a journalist and a consultant highlighting accessibility in gaming and in the games industry. So I'd like to learn a little bit more about why accessibility in video games is so important to you.
I am a disabled gamer, and my disability has always been intertwined with how I experience video games. From my first experiences growing up as an autistic child, using hyperfixation on Pokemon as a way to try and connect with other people my own age, through to recognizing barriers in the kinds of games I struggled to play, and barriers that I didn't really have language to talk about why I was struggling with. It felt like somewhere that I had a lot to say that might be able to do some good. And the more of my career I have poured into accessibility beyond just the disabilities that personally impact me, it has become more and more apparent quite how huge a set of room there is right now in the industry for positive growth with things we know how to do. We just need to tell developers, we know the solutions to a lot of these problems, you just need to give them a go.
Yeah, I think that's really fair. Seeing all those gaps are one of the big motivators to getting you into this field. Are there any other things that really motivated you to really present this platform?
So, in terms of starting to do regular online published content under the accessibility series that I do, a big part of it was talking to developers early on and hearing that there was very little in the way of beginner-friendly introductory content that was like, hey, we're going to assume that you know nothing about these topics, about what disabilities exist, how people could be helped, what those even basic introductions are, to sort of build up a knowledge base. And that was something I felt confident in doing. I was like, I feel like it's not that much work to talk to people, find out the basics, and sort of give people an easy entry point. And the more of that I put out, the more that I realized how many developers, it wasn't that they didn't want to be accessible, they just didn't know how many ways there were to be accessible and how many groups of players they could be accommodating if they thought about it. And that was sort of a really self-fulfilling cycle of, oh, even the basics are getting a lot of people going, I didn't know I could do this. What if I could make the more complicated stuff manageable in that same way? And that really encouraged me to sort of keep going with it.
I see. That's really interesting. I think when we're working with our developers, we are encouraging them to incorporate these accessibility features. But like you said, like there's so much out there, it's hard to know what to put in, what's the right way of doing it. So with our developers having the goal of making games as accessible to as many players as possible, what advice would you give to them or to other developers trying to do the same?
I think the easiest thing is go online and find disabled gamers talking about their experiences. We are at a point in this industry where there is a
ridiculous wealth of knowledge out there being freely provided that you can use to learn first-hand experience from different people. If you go to somewhere like Blue Sky as a social media network and look for accessibility, you can find starter packs of hundreds of accessibility people in the games industry to start
Yes, you
following,
can.
who are constantly talking about their experiences.
One of the reasons we love Blue Sky.
Go
They're
somewhere
so good
like
at that kind of
Twitch
thing.
And search for the disability tag and go watch
Yep.
disabled gamers with various disabilities and how they are engaging with games. If you've already got games released, you can go look for that tag on Twitch and find out how disabled people are already working within the games you've released and going, ooh, what can I do to make that easier for that person the way they're playing? There are so many people putting out reviews of video games from accessibility perspectives. There has never been more ability to see what disabled gamers are saying about the games they play and what is helping them and what isn't, and to just soak that information in.
Yeah.
You see, that's really amazing. And so
The information is out there. The people are out there. Go to people with disabilities. Look for it. It's there.
They can do to help developers with that.
I think the biggest thing that people can do is advocate for it and talk to developers about the fact that they want to see it, whether it personally impacts them and their needs or not. A lot of the time, disability and accessibility are going to impact everyone eventually, even if they don't impact you today. If nothing else, as you age, you're probably going to start experiencing reductions in fine motor control, in vision, in hearing. Eventually, you're probably going to need these things yourself. And if it takes self-motivation to be invested in that, then so be it. But ideally, whatever that motivation is, if you want to see accessibility improve, tell these companies, I wish more of my friends could play your games. I wish
100%.
that 30 or 40 years from now, I won't have to put down your games, that I'll still be able to be buying them. Make it obvious to them that it's not just disabled people who want to see these improvements happen, that everyone wants to see them happen, and that everyone eventually is going to benefit from these changes.
I see.
All
that's
of
That's
that.
a great point. I think when we talk about accessibility, sometimes we assume we're only trying to appeal to disabled gamers, but it's true that for everybody, these features are helpful and may be helpful in the future.
Well, Laura, thank you so much for joining us today. It was so great to talk to you, so great to catch up. And
Love to Laura.
Before we go, one last thing before we go. Where can people find you? And if they want to get involved with the Accessibility Showcase, how do they do that?
Yep, I can be found at Laura K. Buzz on most places, social media-wise, that you might find someone. Accessibility can be found as a series on YouTube at Laura K. Buzz, or at access-ability.uk for written versions of articles. If you go to access-ability.uk, you can find a contact form. If you want to be involved in this year's Accessibility Summer Showcase, drop me a message there and let me know a little bit about your game and what you're doing in terms of accessibility.
Awesome. Well,
so yeah, if you want to know more, go find them.
Laura, this is a great
hopefully there'll be information for them on the Whitethorn page
talk to you
later, but
later.
if not, all the information is right there. You can check the showcase and watch it back. There it is, Accessibility UK and Laura K. Buzz. If you want to go and find her.
Speaking of accessible games,
Go
are
find.
you ready to talk about Calico now?
You know, Slime Heroes actually out in a couple of weeks.
Someone really wants to talk about Calico and they're like, nope.
I'm really excited about that launch. I actually had so much fun playing the demo. I love a good Souls-like.
Yeah, that corrupted silver boss fight was super tough. I'm really glad that there's features in the game to allow you to play, like, no matter what your skill level is. We should definitely share that new trailer, too.
Oh, you
New
mean the
trailer?
saying that it's coming to PlayStation? I have that right here.
The PlayStation trailer. Let's go. Mild fantasy violence. So this is Slime Heroes. This one looks so much fun.
The Guardians, supposed to protect this land, failed. Corruption stalks every corner now. To be saved by a slime. What has the world come to?
What has the world come to? Unique skills from monsters. You can master multiple weapons.
I believe the
that if we can find the lost guardian, we may be able to help restore balance and peace to the land.
Run along now, little slime.
Let's go, little slime.
We shall.
That's wearing a hat. Oh my god, it looks so good. And it's co-op as well, multiplayer. So if you like a good multiplayer to kick some shit out. Sorry. I'm trying to watch my language today. My bad. To kick some slimy butt. Go and do it. It's so cute, man.
Save the guardian. Save the world.
Save the world.
A great tale this will be.
So it's coming soon to PlayStation.
The Pancake Games team is really excited about it. I'm sure they'd be down to talk about it with the community.
Yeah, hey Andy, maybe I can get a hold of Tomas and the team over there at Pancake Games and we could chat?
I wonder if they're going to be able to get them to talk.
Hey guys.
Of course.
So, Slime Heroes coming out really soon. How's everyone feeling about it?
Feeling great. Yeah, we're really excited about this release. We've been working on this for the last 3 years, and this is the first time the team.
3 years.
This is the first project this team has built together, so we're just really excited for people.
That's how you know they're dedicated. 3 years to put into a game.
Very cool. And can you talk a little bit about the inspiration behind the story of the game?
Yeah, the inspiration for Slime Heroes was fundamentally we wanted to tell a story of an underdog or a person, a character that is viewed as weak or not beneficial to the world, the society, and really show that through perseverance and them like working towards their goals that they can become something great and even become a hero.
Well, I know that creating a Souls-like game and making it approachable for players is really important to you guys. Why do you think that is? Why is that so important to you?
So we really wanted to make this game approachable because, like, yes, we were making a Souls-like, and Souls-like games are known for being difficult, but there's a lot of great things from those games too. For this, we wanted as many people as possible to be able to enjoy the game and experience it together, and so that with that in mind, we wanted to make sure that it was accessible and specifically allow people to. We want to build a game that people can enjoy and can tweak whatever is difficult for them so that they get the right amount of difficulty for them and they can still enjoy the game. And yeah, like we're just making games for people to have fun. So
and sometimes Souls-likes can be relentless, so having one that you can just have fun with, definitely
you know, I mean,
a plus.
obviously making this accessible to as many players as possible is a big part of the mission for both you and us. But like, do you have any features that you think were absolutely must-have for accessibility around launch?
So, I mean, generally we tried to get as much as we could in, and I know there's a lot more that we could add with means and resources, but our general philosophy for the features that we added to the game is we wanted to give a lot of flexibility. And because not every single person has the same thing that's difficult for them, like it could be reaction speed, it could be how punishing damage is, it could be how fast platforms move and you have difficulty jumping. And some of the actions where you have to hold buttons, you can just press them. Everyone has different difficulties, and so we try to just create a lot of features and sliders to be able to change.
Love that.
Makes it the game difficult for you and be able to set that so the game
Like being able to make it like set to the way you like to play, or like the things that you struggle with, like having all the different toggles and sliders. Fantastic, love that.
Parent and child, or even just two friends who don't play as often as each other. What is it, do you think, that made you want to make a game that way, and what are some specific features that you think enable it? I really liked, for example, your by-player difficulty settings. So even if we're playing co-op, you know, we can each get an experience that fits our skill level.
Yeah. Very early on, we wanted to make a game that people could experience together. Games are such a great medium to be able to share experiences. And for this game in particular that we were wanting to build, this action Souls-like, we wanted there to be a game that people can have an entry point into that type of genre. And so with those features and the style that we chose, and has a lot of wholesome tones to it, we wanted it to be welcoming to people, to be in the world for a long period of time. And that was something that was important to us. I know myself, I want to be able to experience this with my partner. I want to experience this with my kid. And so we wanted to have that dynamic of, yeah, there's a cute, colorful world. Characters are wholesome and whimsical, and we created these accessibility features to allow entry-level people to get into the game. But we also created opportunities for difficulty. Usually, you're opting in, going off the beaten path, or finding some extra dungeon somewhere. And so, basically, allowing both people who are entering into this type of game and people who are familiar with this both enjoy it and being able to share it together.
I love that. I've got kids myself, obviously, and we play together all the time. So anything that makes that easier is welcome. Do you have anything
love
you
that.
want players to take away after they're done playing Slime Heroes?
Yeah, I mean, one, like, this game is fully, you can play the whole game co-op, both locally and online. So definitely enjoy this game with somebody. And then because of the way the story is, we want people to feel empowered. And so after the story, probably the key takeaway is to feel empowered after this. And have fun.
And have fun, of
Thank
course.
you so much, Tomas. I really appreciate you guys taking the time to chit chat with me today.
Yeah, thanks for having me here.
Yeah, thanks so much.
Mm-hmm. Bye.
Shout out to Thomas
what
from
other cool games
Pancakes.
coming up this year, right?
Yeah, Spray Paint Simulator is one of them.
Yeah, there's a new demo for that in Steam Next Fest, right? We probably have a trailer.
Oh, you mean
Trailer
this one right here?
time! Let's go, Lisa. Got all the trailers ready for us. This one, oh, I'm so excited for this one. Oh, so satisfying. Look at it. Get that car orange. Ooh, look, we can paint on the walls. Ooh, they have a pinpoint mode so you can like draw little like specific shapes. Oh, even just the sound. Oh, it's like music to my ears. Explore and find. What is this? It's money. Yeet. Taking that. Oh, look, the rainbow. Oh, it's so good. New demo available on the 13th of February for Steam.
Yeah, I mean, the spray painting is just absolutely so satisfying in that game.
Yeah, and I'm definitely going to make it my mission to find all the Easter eggs the North Star Video Games team hid in free spray mode.
Easter eggs?
Really cool, too. They worked on a lot of things before they became an indie studio.
We do have ads coming in about a minute and a half, so we'll pause it up closer to the time.
Yeah, let's do it.
Line that up.
Yep.
Well, thanks for joining me today, guys.
Got Nick and Adam from North Star Games.
Hear a little bit about the game. I think that's something we should definitely share with the audience. Do you guys want to tell us a little something about Spray Paint Simulator?
We're North Star Video Games. We're based in the UK. Spray Paint Simulator, it's a relaxing,
UK gamers, let's go.
to do. It's a very satisfying and rewarding experience. The gameplay loop is kind of you prep, spray, and reveal your work. You get to choose your colours and you paint things however you like. Well, actually, if you play it in career mode, it's like you paint it how the customer wants it.
Am I dropping frames?
You go to free spray and you
It doesn't look like I am on OBS.
recently finished it for Christmas. We're working on
Yeah, camera seems to be okay, and that's usually the first to go.
It lets you spray with friends in free spray mode. So the idea is you bring a little bit of colour to the town, which is called Spatterville, which the customers.
We are going to pause it quickly though, because we have about 30 seconds before the ads. I believe I can pause this. If it skips ahead, we'll go back and finish it later. But I'm going to take a really quick BRB. I'm going to run to the bathroom, run the ads. Be about 3 minutes. We're going to come right back. You won't miss anything. I'll have this paused. And as I say, if it does skip ahead, we'll go back at the end and we'll fill in any gaps we missed. It skipped for you a bit when I was still for a while. Okay, I'll keep an eye on it. Let me know if that happens again. I'm not sure what I can do about it, but if it happens again, at least I know that it's going on and we can try and fix it. I'll be right back. I will see you in a few. Where is my camera? I'm going to turn my camera off for 1 second. Be right back. We are back. We have 5 seconds left on the ads. Yeah, weird that it just randomly skipped. As I say, do let me know if it does it again, because if it's on my side, I'll have a look and see if there's anything causing it. But hopefully it was a one-off. I know I was very excited that we managed to get the stream started properly today, because last time I did like a watch party, my entire OBS just said no. So I'm really glad we managed to get stream started today. Right, we're gonna hop straight back in and waste no more time. Hopefully it doesn't skip ahead. We'll have to see. Oh, okay.
Really quick.
So it's still.
It's basic game for people who love hands-on.
Where are we? We're here. I'm going to go back a little bit because I talked over some of it.
It's basic game for people who love hands-on, cozy gameplay and enjoy bringing a bit of colour to the world.
Well, I think that's mostly it. It's a relaxed, chilled, easygoing gameplay, play at your own pace.
Cool. Yeah, it's from what I've played already, it's incredibly satisfying. It's
That's why I want to play it. It's so satisfying.
Well, it's a job game. It's got all the best parts of the job without all the tedium. And I think that's a tribute to the fact that you guys are real experts on the simulator genre. You guys worked on Lawn Mowing Simulator and a number of
I love that game.
Award-winning games. So what are some of the learnings that you've taken from working on, like, for example, Lawn Mowing Simulator and other titles that you worked on that you're bringing into this game?
First thing I'd say, we worked with a great team at Skyhook Games, which are really good, based in Liverpool. I think one of the things that we took away from it is satisfying, methodical gameplay loops. People really enjoy that kind of that method and following a process, and then the satisfaction that comes from the completion of that process is one thing we learned. So that was our kind of first. We're very experienced, but that was our first simulation game. We've worked on many other games over the years, kind of like party games, platformers, horror games, VR, different platforms, mobile, PC, all the consoles. So we've done a lot of different stuff, but I think it was our first sim game. Not only was it like, it was an introduction to sims, I played some sim games before, but it was, when you're working on something, it's a different perspective. And actually working on something like that was really great. It was actually quite, there was a lot of work, but it was actually really relaxing as well. Especially when we were creating the British countryside, which I know and love very well. So it was very enjoyable. That game kind of was very much on more the realistic end of simulation, and which has definitely got its place. And I know playing
Lawnmower Sim is very specific. Like
spray paint sim was a less strict approach, so we've got allows more freedom for us.
I'm so down for it. Let's go, like freedom of painting.
We wanted to lean into a little bit more. Players love self-expression, and they would do that in Lawnmower Sim. So in SPS, we've definitely gone heavily into that. And offering them more of a creative freedom with it, especially in free spray mode, which is, play with friends, spray the whole town, do what you want.
Yeah.
I think Lawnmower Simulator differed quite a lot from everything else we've historically worked on, which were more like third-person games and with the little cartoon character things. And that there is much more of an appreciation of it's about performing tasks. It's about just being very relaxed, and it's more rewarding to do a relaxing thing than it is like a challenge to climb this mountain or jump this wall. Because it's good fun. They're good things to work on. They are fun in terms of messing about and doing things. Like we've tried to make sure that you can just spray everything, so there's the things that you're supposed to be doing.
We can spray everything. We're gonna have to find things we're not supposed to spray paint and do it.
Trees or the house or the road or anything you like, which is the kind of thing that in free spray you can collaborate and
you can literally paint the town red. Let's do it.
Yeah.
I'm so excited for that one.
Is creating a relaxing game experience important to you guys for this one?
There's enough troubles in the world at the moment, aren't there? So you think a game should be a way for people to unwind and switch off. So we want to create something that's relaxing and not. Although we've got, I've worked on many games which are about creating tension, like horror games, and I've enjoyed that as well. It's just the last few years, it just seems there's been a lot of things, like COVID, and there's other things happening, and it just seems like
other things happening, a lot happening right now.
It's enjoyable to work on, but to give back, people can focus on a task, feel a sense of progression, which is what you can do with this, with SPS. The before and after transformation is very satisfying, and making something colourful and vibrant adds to that experience. So, it's always good to try. You can get from dirty to clean, or in our case, something that's maybe dull, and you added that vibrancy and renew it. It becomes a new thing. That kind of side of things. I think, that's what I would say.
I know accessibility is really one of the things that you guys wanted to bake in right from the start of the development process. Can you tell us a little bit about what some of the features that are going to be available in the game and some of the accommodations that you're making for players to get as many players playing as possible?
Yeah, I think the first and most important thing is that lack of pressure and slow pace or at your own pace. There's no requirement for things like rapid button presses or holding down buttons or button combinations. We made an effort to try and make a very clear user interface, and we use core text.
Curious if there's a colorblind mode on Spray Paint Sim.
Accessibility guidelines. We support adjustable controls so that you can remap everything. Multiple different ways to play on controller, mouse, keyboard. I think some players find a kind of methodological, repetitive actions help focus and relaxation. And I think it's quite positive in a kind of accessibility way. I think that covers the main things that we've got.
Cool. Well, our time is almost up, but we didn't get a chance to talk about that awesome soundtrack. Do you guys want to say a little thing about that? Like, what is, it's the perfect music to paint to. What inspired you guys to go with that kind of soundscape for your game, and what did you want to make sure was in there?
I was trying to go towards something that's maybe a bit more relaxed, chilled, but laid back, easygoing, and upbeat, really. But because what we've gone for is, you did quite a lot of research when we were looking at similar comparable titles. Then you look at the reviews, and what a lot of players tend to do is they'll switch off the in-game music and they'll put a podcast on or listen to their own music. So what we've done is, there's a real-world device in the game, so it's kind of a radio. So you can pull the radio, and it's free. You don't have to buy it in the shop. You can drop it in the scene, and you can. This is also a little bit influenced by games like Grand Theft Auto, where you've got the radio in the game and you can split it.
Nice, I love that.
Idea where it's kind of, you just flick the button and it plays different tunes on the radio at the time. But
That's so cool.
Relaxing, laid back and chilled, as I said, easygoing. Maybe some are a little bit tongue in cheek as well. You don't want to take it too seriously, so maybe a bit of elevator music in that. Most people love elevator music. And we're not putting the game. We've decided not to put it on by default, because we want people to make that choice. So it's kind of like,
oh, I love that.
It's there. It's not in the main menu, but when you go into the game, you drop the radio in, then you turn it on. If you don't put the radio in, you don't have the music. But in terms of choosing the tracks, it was definitely, I watched
the cat in the background
on social media, loads of YouTube videos. Also, just tapping into my own experience of music that I find relaxing, but also not just things that I like, what other people might like as well. Because it's radio, you can switch channel.
Yeah.
So you try, station. So it's kind of like you've got to appeal to everybody, what other people like as well. So try to think about that a little bit as well.
So should we listen to a little bit of it?
Sure. Yeah, perfect.
Do it.
Oh, it's giving Sims. Anyone else getting Sims 2 vibes from that?
With the devs.
Yeah, with each other too.
Yeah, I mean, that reminds me of the work Safe in Our World does. I mean, it's so important what they do.
Safe in Our World mentioned.
Whitethorn Winter to promote their message.
Yeah, let's see if we can get that set up.
Thank you so much for joining us today. How are you doing?
Thank you for having me.
I'm good. I
love these guys.
It's been snowing here, and everything has just been solid white ice outside, and it got so great. And now it's all melted, and I can see like a little bit of green again. It's properly boosted my mood.
Yeah. We need those breaks in the dreary winter that's happening right now, right?
That's why I'm wearing yellow today. We need the break.
Started by, why don't you tell me a little bit about Safe in Our World? I know it's done some incredible work providing resources and support for mental health and well-being for people in the games industry. Could you talk a little to this?
Well, there's so much that Safe in Our World does. There's like the Level Up partnership, which is basically where we collaborate with game studios to help safeguard the well-being and mental health of developers and the wider team. Through that, we have a wealth of resources we've got like a website portal where we host training and there's resources to access. We invite industry experts to give talks and workshops. We've done stuff like self-advocacy training, things like that. I think we've signposted an estimated 500,000 people to life-saving, game-changing mental health
Wow.
resources via our website now. We've got like this system where you can find mental health resources and like services in your local area. And yeah, I think that the thing that really got me as a community manager, as someone who likes to learn about people around me, was and something that I contributed to myself when I was an ambassador was Safe in Our World platform lived experiences. We've got a podcast called Safe Space, hosted on our website. You can get it on Spotify. I think there's a few other platforms. There's our stories section of the website as well. We regularly share blogs and articles, often unpacking misconceptions and breaking down stigma with real life examples for mental health situations that people find themselves in. And the last thing I was going to mention is that last year we hosted a games development challenge over the course of 5 months that saw over 200 submissions of indie games on itch.io,
200.
which was a really big deal. We were so excited to see what everyone had made, and all of those games had mental health themes added into them. So
yeah,
love that.
Why is it so important to you to platform these ideas, to promote inclusivity, to normalize mental health?
It's kind of like the same with a book or a movie, right? Games as a platform provide space for storytelling, and one of our chief goals is to break down stigma around mental health. So the more stories we can tell, the more light we can shine on what everyone's experience is, what everyone goes through, the more empathy we can build, the more understanding we can build for our fellow human who might be struggling.
Right.
So like
all of this.
Inclusivity in games, like having representation in games, is a hugely important thing to us. Being able to see those stories manifest in games, but also like games as an escape. Games as we live on a wild marble. It is.
We really do.
We are holding on for dear life. It is next level. It is. Sometimes life can be very scary, and I think there is a lot of good in video games for escapism, for finding a cozy, chill space.
So, going back to the initiatives you guys are doing, you guys are doing a lot. Is there anything coming up that you'd like to share with our community?
In 2025, I'm so excited about because the team has grown. I came on board. My colleague Jess has come on board. We're 2 more people strong, and that has massively increased the ambition that we have for what we can get done this year. What I would say is keep an eye out on our socials for some pretty sweet news in the coming few months, both for players looking to grab great games to support our mental health charity and to find time for that processing, and then for further support for the games industry itself. We have a lot of stuff very close by that we're going to be announcing, and it's very cool. We've got some exciting developments to help studios implement and maintain great mental health practices. Seeing what they're excelling at and where they can improve. Like we're very excited to get a little bit more hands-on with feedback. So we've been building some infrastructure around that. And we've obviously got our annual fundraisers like Play Your Way in May and Press Pause later in October. So we'll be on the lookout for creative fundraising ideas from our community. And I'm personally very excited to connect with more streamers this year. That's my New Year's resolution.
Well, I know they're excited to connect with you. Streamers that we've worked with have talked very positively about Safe in Our World. So
lovely. Love to hear it.
How can people get involved with these initiatives? Where can they find you?
Oh, they can find us well. We're kind of everywhere. We've got the Safe in Our World website. That's safeinourworld.org. Easy peasy. I'm pretty sure we're at Safe in Our World on pretty much every social media. We are over on Blue Sky now for those.
On Blue Sky now? Love it.
Yes, Twitter or X or whatever we're calling it. We are still on Twitter. And all of those spaces. But we also have a Discord community. Pretty sure it's like over 2,000 people at this point. Wow. If not more. It's a really very cozy, wholesome little space, and I would highly recommend it if you'd like to join. And that is the Safer Together a Discord. So easy peasy to find over on our website.
Great.
Safeinourworld.org.
Before I let you go, what's your favorite Whitethorn game?
Well, okay, so bear with me because I'm a big fan of that kind of laid back, cozy vibe day in the life simulator. And I heard really good things about Calico. Now, I picked it up for my sister's birthday present last year, and because she's big into cats. She wants a cat, as she's always banging on about this cat cafe that she goes to. So I thought that's a perfect fit, right?
Right.
Everything I've seen and heard about the game makes me want to play it so bad, but alas, my backlog of games remains untouched. So soon, I hope to make space for it. It's definitely the next one on the list.
Well, we're excited to hear what you think after you play it then.
The art style is so cute.
Really is.
Yeah.
We're going to be playing Calico on Sunday. I'm excited for it.
Jump into it.
Looking forward to it.
Yay! Thanks so much for joining us again today. It was really great talking to you.
Yeah, it's been lovely. Thank you for inviting us. It's always nice to have a
Emma's so cute.
And talk about what we're always up to. So
absolutely, yeah. We'll talk soon. Bye.
Bye.
And then there is the information. I'm going to pause it up very quickly because I just want to say a quick thing. But if you want to find any information for Safe in Our World, it's up on the screen right now. But I just want to take a moment to say, like, I love what they're doing in the showcase. They're spending so much time talking about accessibility and positivity. And I'm so here for this energy. Like, as everyone has been saying so far in the showcase, it's a scary world. It's not a very nice place to be sometimes, especially recently. So focusing so much on bringing people things that make them smile, things you can do together, things you can do to escape the world. So many accessibility features to be like, everyone is allowed to game. Everybody should be allowed to game and able to game. And that's what they're doing. Like, spending so much focus on making sure that the games that they're involved with, are available to everyone. And I love that. And the fact that they're speaking to Safe in Our World as well, like focusing on mental health for not just like individuals, the gamers, the people that play the games, but the developers as well, because developers work really dang hard. So the fact that they work so closely with the game devs that are working hard to bring the accessibility features to us gamers, it's so good. And I'm like genuinely really, really happy they're like spending so much energy in this showcase talking about it. It's so important. Anyway, Safer Together is their Discord. So if you're a Discord fiend and you want to go to a cozy place, that's supposedly where they are. And Safe in Our World on all socials, or safeinourworld.org if you want to go to their website.
The games industry is making strides to be more inclusive to creators and players, but it still has a long way to go. It's groups like Safe in Our World who are leading the charge in education and providing much-needed awareness, support, and destigmatization in the industry that will help us bring the game space that we all love to where it needs to be.
How can we help Safe in Our World do more?
You know, there's actually a number of ways. There's programs on their website, and also you can donate directly. But beyond that, they also do charity bundles sometimes. You remember last year we were in one of theirs?
Yeah, we were. And I guess we'll just have to stay tuned and see what they have cooking this year.
Is that a little hint?
Hey guys, it's really coming down out there.
I am so sick of the snow. I would rather be on a beach anywhere.
I don't know if I saw any snow. It tried to a little bit, but we didn't really get any here.
What I would give to be there right now.
Well, we can at least include it in the showcase. Don't we have an announcement about a new platform?
Yeah, it's coming to PlayStation. You guys want to see the trailer?
Let's go with the trailers.
Yeah.
Let's go, Lisa. New platform for Mythwrecked. I didn't hear them say which game it was. I adore this game so much. So this is our main character, Alex, finds himself stranded on this random island with a bunch of people who don't know who they are, and you have to help them figure it out. We've been playing this over on YouTube. We're playing the Steam version. It looks like it's coming to a new platform, so I guess we'll find out which one that is in a moment. Oh, Ares. I love Ares so much. He's so angry. This game makes me so happy. I can't even explain it. Oh, just even hearing the sound of the radar, just like, ba-dink, ba-dink, go this way. I'm like, oh, I want to play it so bad. I'm hopefully going to be playing more of it this week. I'm halfway through filming part 3 of this. So hopefully I can get and finish it this week so we can have a video of this next week. It'll be episode 3 on a YouTube. If you don't follow us on YouTube but you want to see some gameplay for this, I'm gonna pop my little socials command. There's a link to our YouTube on there if you want to go and find our playthrough of this. Like, we're doing it. I can't wait to meet Hades. I haven't met him yet and I'm so excited. PlayStation. So if you're a PlayStation player, it's coming this year for you. I'm excited.
You know, it would be great if Alex from Polygon Treehouse joined us to say a few words about the game too.
I'm sure he'd be up for it. Let me chat with him.
So it's been a few months since Myth
Hi, Alex.
released on PC, Xbox, and Nintendo Switch. What's it been like seeing people experiencing the game?
I've been following so much of Alex's stuff on Blue Sky.
It's been
such a
terrifying,
sweetheart.
but, really, really exciting at the same time. I think when we've been working on something for so long and you've been quite close to it, and nurture it and make sure it's a perfect thing, and then it's out into the wild and people are playing it and interacting it in their own ways. And
You got the Mythwrecked music in the background as well.
It is really scary, but we're building games to be played, and it's always really exciting to see how different people react to it, and people connecting with the story and the characters. So yeah, really, it's just the most rewarding bit of making a game, seeing people play it and seeing people enjoying it.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Well, hopefully you've had some time to rest and recover now that it's been out. But I'm just curious about the most fulfilling parts, big or small, that come to mind throughout development or even post-release.
So I think one of the coolest things I think it was Summer Game Fest, some really awesome cosplay of our main character Alex.
Mm-hmm.
And it was quite a confusing situation because I'm called Alex, the player character in the game is called Alex, and the lady who's doing the cosplay is also called Alex.
Spider-Man.
Alexception.
Yeah, triple Alex whammy. But that was just so amazing, and to go from something, a character you've been scribbling on.
That's
paper,
so cool. I want to see that
and working
cosplay.
with closely to then see someone do such an amazing job of cosplaying them. That was really, really mind blowing. And there's definitely something about going from a 2D sketch, seeing the character come out in 3D is one thing.
Yeah.
See a real live person being your character.
That's so cool.
That was really, really awesome. And I think people connecting with the story. We've had lots of messages up people being reduced to tears at the end of the game. They've felt such a strong connection.
Oh, I'm gonna cry at the end of the game.
With Mythwrecked,
Oh, I know I will.
Take on the Greek gods. They're not the kind of old dusty Greek gods. Quite a modern interpretation, answering the question: what would the Greek gods be like if they're alive in today's world? And so there was an article, a review by Working Classicists. They loved the game. They really got where we were going with it, and so that was kind of like a real relief for me. And just it was really great to see, proper classicists really embrace the idea of Mythwrecked and its kind of strange take on the Greek gods. So that was, just we could go on, but there's just 3 really big highlights for me.
Yeah, it's amazing, especially just hitting kind of some of these pockets outside of our bubble, which we're so inside, like we said. Game is out on PC, Xbox, and Switch, but now it's coming to PlayStation. It's exciting.
Yeah, really exciting. I personally have quite a long history with PlayStation.
Mm-hmm.
I think Super Nintendo and then PlayStation was part of my kind of console journey growing up. And actually, after university, I spent the first half of my career working at PlayStation. So I worked at Sony Cambridge, then became Gorilla Cambridge. I worked a lot on of big PlayStation IP, and so PlayStation will always be something that's close to my heart. To have an indie game we've made come to PlayStation is always going to be a really special thing.
Yep. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, and that makes me just think of the DualSense. I mean, that controller is just it really has taken controllers. the next level. Wow. But I'm just curious if you had any, ideas on how you could take advantage of that with Mythric.
Yeah, you're right. It does feel like a kind of big step forward, and I think games like Astrobot really show what that controller and the fidelity that it can bring to an experience. And one of the central mechanics of Mythric is the Umbrella Alex's radar. So as you're exploring a 3D space, like a magic metal detector, the pings and the sound will increase the closer you're getting, proximity to a hidden treasure. And so,
yeah, there's lots of controller rumble as well when things are happening. So it's a very like tactile thing with a controller.
Yeah, well, I am so excited to play Mythric once again. Seeing it on PlayStation and playing it with the DualSense. So it's been so awesome catching up. Do you have any shout outs or closing remarks?
I want to say a big thanks to the whole Whitethorn family, all the other developers we've crossed paths with. With Whitethorn, and just big thanks to everyone for playing the game. I hope you had fun, and if you've not had a chance to play yet, obviously you can play on PC and now pick any console. It's any console of your choice.
Yep, any console now.
Warm welcome waiting for you on Ambrosia Island.
All right, Alex. Well, it was great talking.
I'm not sure exactly when it's coming to PlayStation. It just said coming soon in 25, so available on all other platforms and PlayStation very soon.
Polygon Treehouse. They are just such an awesome team.
You know who else is awesome? PG King Games and Calico. Are we ready to talk about that yet?
Oh, how could we forget about Magical Delicacy? We have something about hooking up with them, don't we?
Calico's got to be the last thing to mention then, because he was trying to talk about it and they're like, that's cool, but how about this? New platform for Magical Delicacy, so this is possibly coming to PlayStation as well. There's a lot of games like with Whitethorn that are coming to PlayStation this year, so I said I'm working really hard to get it like out to everyone. Oh, this game looks so good. You get to like befriend the townsfolk and run around doing magic. And you get to cook. There it is, cook delightful meals. So if you're a fan of like cooking and games, like you're gonna have an absolute, forgive the pun, but you're gonna have a feast. And like the pixel graphics are so cute. Coming soon, there it is to PlayStation as well. They're working really hard to get stuff to PlayStation this year, it looks like.
Watching that trailer made me hungry.
Hungry for more Magical Delicacy, right?
Always.
It was a really big hit with our community and creators too.
Speaking of creators, we should chat with Stream for a Cause. We collaborate on
Stream for a Cause. I've heard them doing a lot of stuff.
They do some incredible work connecting creators with community nonprofits to help fundraise for important causes at the local level. I'm sure our community would love to hear what they have coming up this year.
I would love to know.
Great idea.
Let's see if we can set that up.
Once again, spending so much time focusing on charities, like in the showcase. It's so good. We've got Marv and Robbie.
We're so happy to be here with you today.
We're thrilled to have you. We're really excited to have you guys on the Whitethorn Winter Showcase. So thanks so much for joining us. Let's get started. Why don't you tell me a little bit about Stream for a Cause and some of the initiatives that you and your team partake in?
Sure. So Stream for Cause is a nonprofit. We're based in Michigan, but we work all over the world. Our mission is to connect funds raised through online spaces into actual communities. So the world keeps getting more global, right? Like we have like online communities, we have these huge, giant, we call them name brand nonprofits that are doing amazing work. But what about the ones that are in our own backyards? What about our local food pantries? What about our local humane societies, shelter houses, pride centers? They don't always have access to raising money in the same way that we do with content creators, which totally makes sense, right? Like that's fine, but what can we do about it? And that's what we do at Stream for a Cause. We're raising money. We do micro granting. We do consultation. Our job is to help smaller community-based organizations overcome the barriers that prevent them from delivering the services that we need. Because even if we do live in a more global space, we still also live in a town or a community or a neighborhood. So we need to continue to support those places as well.
And we work with content creators of any size on really any platforms, and we take those funds and we not only crowdsource them for Stream for a Cause, because like Robbie said, a lot of these small charities and nonprofits that we work with in these local communities, giving them money sometimes doesn't always solve the problem. So our sustainability coaching and our other programs are so integral to Stream for a Cause, and we really have our content creators to thank for that.
That's amazing. So what do you all have planned for this year?
Well, we're kind of coming up on our biggest campaign of the year, which is our Pride campaign. So we do a lot of awesome things with that. We have
Let's go.
celebrity guests. We have a bunch of content creators. I think last year we had between 250 and 300 content creators who all came together to raise about $100,000 for Stream for a Cause.
Wow.
It was an amazing time. There was tournaments, events, individual streams, raid trains, like you name it in content creation, and we were doing it because it's about also giving people a vehicle to be creative. And we also treat it a lot like a digital Pride festival. Pride is awesome, but not everybody can go. It's not always accessible. Sometimes it's in places that are just unreachable for people who have different mobility needs, or maybe it's in a place that it's not safe. You might be trans, and going to Pride is cool, but also you'd be outing yourself, right, to folks that you're not comfortable with. So what we also try to do is bring a lot of the information, the resources that you would associate with Pride. We try to bring them as well to a digital space. And we're really excited to do that again this year.
Pride is really important to our community. A lot of our content creators identify in the LGBTQAI+ community. A lot of our content creators are also just a part of marginalized communities in general. We have a lot of great allies as well. So Pride is always a really great time for us all to get together and have that pride.
Yeah, exactly.
It sounds like a very exciting and important activation that you guys are working on. So with such a diverse group of creators and of your team, inclusivity and representation seems to be very important. Why is that?
I think that it's because people like to see games that they can see themselves in. We love to be able to showcase games of all different types. The idea of being inclusive, right? Like, it's something that we can treat like a chore, or it's something that we can just embrace, because we all have differences. We all have things that make us unique. We all have different thoughts and ideas and all of this stuff. And we also have differences in the way that we grew up or the experiences that we've had. So making sure that we have media that represents that. We always love to approach those things. That's why we love Whitethorn Games so much, because honestly, so many of the different games that you put out naturally have just like representation cooked into them, because it's something that's important to the developers on your teams. And so for us, that makes it just makes a huge difference. And being able to talk about the games, we always love when there's something new from Whitethorn coming out, because it's going to be something that's relatable to the people in our communities. And for all the different studios right now that are like questioning it, they're thinking like, wow, DEI, like that's getting cut everywhere. Like, should we play it safe? I just want to encourage you to continue to be brave, because there are people that rely on that. There are people who need to see themselves as a young brown kid going into STEM, or they maybe need to see themselves as like a cool, like witchy vibe, right? Like, there's all sorts of different stuff that's out. And if you continue to make those games, they're going to be speaking to the people that you're really wanting to reach. Shout out to Magical Delicacy.
Everything Robbie just said, 100%.
Where can people find you? How can they get involved?
The best place to find us, we're on all socials, but if you go to streamforacause.org, you can find all of our social handles there. If you're a small content creator and you're looking to get involved and be more philanthropic in your streams, we also have a sign-up area right on our website. You can also access our Discord from streamforacause.org, where you can see all of the upcoming events and all the fun stuff we have planned for this year.
That's awesome.
There it is. If you want to go and find them,
The showcase this
they're
year.
everywhere.
Like, we're super big fans of Whitethorn Games. Ever since we were able to meet in person and even connect before that with just the random emails, you all have been so lovely and welcoming. So we're just, thank you.
They
so
seem
much
like an
for,
absolutely
really
super
happy to
sweet
be
team. Both the
participating
people here at Stream for a Cause and the people at
just celebrate
Whitethorn.
everything that you have coming up this year.
Well, we're super happy to have you, and thank you again for joining us and taking time out of your busy day. I know you got a lot to do, so I appreciate it.
No, thank you. Have a great day, everybody.
Yes, thank you.
Great talking.
Bye.
Oh, they're all so sweet. They're at streamforacause.org for more information. So if you're interested in anything that we're talking about, go to their website. It's all there.
The fact that it's been 4 years since we premiered our first ever Whitethorn Winter Showcase.
Oh, has
4
it been
years.
that long?
Time sure does fly.
It's ever sleeting.
All right. wait. Wasn't it Whitethorn Winter 2 years ago that we teased Colonel Hearts?
Yeah, and we revealed the first trailer for the game last year.
We should check to see if the team at Ephemera wants to share any new gameplay. I'm sure they'd love to talk to our community as well.
There it is, more Colonel Hearts information. So I haven't actually looked at this yet.
And I'm the lead character artist of Colonel Hearts. Today, I'm going to talk about 2 of the many allies you will meet in the Tower of Babel. Mikowai, the
Oh, it's so
Ravenous Soldier,
cute.
and Fang, the Dreamer Hunter. Mikowai is a Polish soldier who ventured into the Tower of Babel as part of the first military assault 10 years before the arrival of the player. The 2 bullets wounds on his chest sparks questions about what happened back then to his squad. After all, angels aren't usually the ones doing the shooting. And then we have Fang, a real magical girl in the flesh. A rare sight these days and one of the last ones alive. She was part of the 5th expedition into the tower, back when they still had magical girls to spare. The tower can grant magical girls an extraordinary burst of power, but this heavenly curse doesn't come cheap. If you don't stop at the right moment, you will get lost in the ecstasy of it, never to come back.
Don't get lost in the ecstasy of the magic.
Upon seeing the horrors of the heavenly curse, she devoted the rest of her life to taking her former squad out of their slumber so they could finally rest.
Oh, it's so cute.
And that is all for now, but if you would like to know more about the characters that will aid you in your journey, join our Discord to stay up to date with any upcoming news about the game. Let's lay God together next time. Oh, and wishlist the game on Steam. Yep. Bye-bye.
Wishlist the game on Steam. Go and do it. In the pinned comment up there somewhere. Go to the Whitethorn page. It's there under upcoming. So if you like what you've just seen, it's so cute. I can't wait for more information on it.
Yeah, Colonel Hearts revealed that it's coming to Xbox, right? That was at the Latin American Games Showcase.
Yeah, no, it was such a great show too. There were so many awesome indies from Latin America.
I wonder if the organizer, David, would be up for joining us for Whitethorn Winter. I would love
I wonder
what they're doing to bring Latin American-led studios to a wider audience.
Let's see if he's up for it. Well, David, it's great to meet you. We're excited to learn more about the work that Lax does.
Hello, David. Your mustache is magnificent.
Developers and studios. Can you tell us a little bit more about what you guys do and how it impacts any developers in Latin America and how they benefit from it too?
Yes, for sure. Well, first, thank you guys for including us. It's been a pleasure to collaborate with Whitethorn in the past. We're super happy to work with publishers that are also bringing attention and supporting devs in our region. So this is a pleasure and an honor. So thank you for having me. And yeah, the Latin American Games Showcase, it's precisely that. It's a platform that we started working on late 2022, 2023, I believe. I'm already lost on time. But we've done basically 4 editions already, and the whole idea of it is to bring more awareness and visibility around the games being developed by Latin American developers, both within the region but also overseas. We've had teams from Colombian developers that are working on games from the Netherlands, and a lot of people in the United States and the UK. So we basically are trying to funnel every game that we can find so that they find new audiences and hopefully additional opportunities the interest of publishers just like you guys. Fortunately, we've had a lot of success in this past editions, not only visibility wise, but we've had several teams that have gotten picked up because they were found while watching our showcase. So that's always great. And in the past couple of years, we've integrated also a Steam sale, and that has also garnered a lot of success. So yeah, the idea is for us to have at least 2 showcases a year where we highlight a bunch of games. We've done so already for over 230 games of the region, and we want to keep the work going. We want to keep working, and we're excited to keep on going and growing with the platform.
Nice. Thank you.
So, what are your plans for 2025?
2025 is going to be huge. We have, of course, the plan to keep our 2 big windows that are going to this year again be in collaboration with Jeff Keighley and the Game Awards team. So we're going to be on Summer Game Fest, and we will be at the Game Awards as well. We don't know the shape that that's going to take for the Game Awards. We're thinking of changing formats for that one, but we're going to at least take advantage of those windows and the huge platform that Jeff and his team has given us in the past year. That said, we're working on a lot of other projects to keep on supporting the devs. So not only the Steam sales are going to come back, but we are now actively working on a game jam we're going to be announcing soon. Probably when this goes up, it's already announced, so all good. And we're also working on a couple of initiatives that will include a lot more collaboration with content creators from the region or content creators that want to support the region, because even though we understand the importance of the sales and the wish lists and all that stuff, we've grown to know that the best way to market the size of our games is through word of mouth and content creation. So we're trying to create spaces where we can collab with a lot more content creators and hopefully get more visibility that actually turns into sales and wish lists and active wish lists for our games. And we are starting to meet with sponsors and publishers that have already backed us in the past to see opportunities to find physical spaces where we can promote our games. So basically, we're just keeping what we're doing, and we're trying to layer a lot of other windows throughout the year to support even more.
Like, where can developers find you?
They can find us in all the active social media. So we are in X, we are in Blue Sky, we are in TikTok, we are in Instagram, and we're on Twitch, all as LAG Showcase, so LAX Showcase, Latin American Games Showcase. They can find us everywhere. They can also visit us on our website, laxshowcase.com, and they can both see the applications there, but they can also see the lineup of the past showcases to know how they work, and they can find out a little bit more of our team and contact us directly. So yeah, for now, if you just follow on our social media, subscribe to our newsletter to find more information about the games being released month to month, and go to our website around March, and then around September, you should be up and ready to apply for the showcase. That being said, my email, it's like another great way to find us. We try to scout games throughout the year. So you can get me at david@laxshowcase.com, and I'll answer right back, and I'll try to help you out or meet and see your pitch and help you in whatever ways we can.
Thank you so much, David, for your time today. We're really looking forward to the next Flag Showcase and much more to come from you guys. 2025 is going to be amazing.
Yes, and this is
I love to see it.
Beginning, but this is the first step in 2025 where both of us are collaborating.
Like getting so deeply involved with all these different people and the different social groups. Like getting so deeply involved with the Latin American Games Showcase is so cool. Like information on them, as you heard there, like go and find them on all the socials.
It was really nice
if
meeting you.
like you want to get involved with them, like he said his email, you know, speak to him, like get involved. There it is, lagshowcase.com or LAG Showcase on all the different socials. So go and find them if you want some more information on them.
All the games coming to PlayStation this year. We talked about all our other games coming out this year. We've had a look back at last year. Can we please talk about Calico now?
Oh, guys, we're almost out of time, and we forgot to talk about Calico. Peachy Keen Games has new DLC for that really soon, right?
Yeah, Calico neat
You
things.
tried, Brian.
There's something special to share about its release date, right?
We do! Actually, it's launching during the Whitethorn Winter Showcase on PC and Nintendo Switch.
You mean right, meow?
Right, meow? Oh, that was probably Brian's pun, and CJ took it Let's go! Calico DLC. Wait, we're playing on Sunday. Should I get the DLC? I will. Oh my god, the dancing! Did you see the dancing cats? Wait, this is so cool. Is that an axolotl? Neat things out now on this like Steam and Switch.
What a great way to end the show, don't you think?
Yeah, I know our community has been really excited about that.
Well, everyone, this has been a very productive meeting. One last thing, though. I want to make sure to extend a huge thank you to the members of the press who covered us over the years, the fantastic content creators who've shown us so much support, and, of course, our wonderful community. We couldn't have had such an incredible 2024 without them. I really hope they're excited about what we have coming up in 2025.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, that extends to all of our partners, developers, and the platforms that help us get our games out to everybody. So, you know, to name a few from this showcase, safeinourworld, the Latin American Games Showcase, it's Stream for a Cause, of course, Laura Kate Dale and her Accessibility Showcase, and anyone else we haven't mentioned that's been a continued part of our mission to get games in everybody's hands.
Yeah, I mean, definitely. And thanks, Liz. You did a great job.
No problem. I'm happy to help. I'm so excited for everything coming this year.
I love this team.
Well,
they're
thanks
so
everyone
good.
for joining today.
We have
Make
Lisa,
sure
Andy, Brian, CJ, Matt, Courtney, Liz, Pedro, and Daniel.
Stay warm.
Oh man, I don't want to shovel my sidewalk again.
I don't want to shovel my sidewalk again.
Bye, everybody.
Peace.
Be safe.
This could have been an echo.
This could have been an email. Oh, it was so good. Look, we've got all these things here. We've got Stream for a Cause, Latin Americans Games Showcase. I'm taking it back for just a second so I can get the other names here. Say bye again. Bye.
This could have been an echo.
And then we have accessibility in safeinourworld. So there's all the different like companies, charities, like I can't think of the right word right now, but like all the different people just getting involved. Like massive thanks to all of them for getting involved and to Whitethorn for putting this together. This was so cute. Like a good part of why I was quiet during that like Latin American thing, I was typing a message into the chat because I wanted them to be able to see it, saying like I wanted them to know how much I appreciated just how like inclusive they were in their showcase. It wasn't just here's a bunch of our trailers, goodbye. Like they showcased all their games, they talked to all the developers. They asked them about accessibility features. They really dug deep with that. Speaking to was it Laura from accessibility about like how important accessibility features are. They had safeinourworld and Stream for a Cause talking about like well-being and like how you can get involved with doing charity stuff whilst also doing content and gaming, and how being not just a content creator but like just somebody who just plays a game, and how you can get involved from just being somebody who buys the game and plays it, how that can help people. We have the Latin American Showcase, like they're getting so many people involved in this, and it's more than just hey, we have some games, go play them. And I love it. And I let them know, like I was typing that message just saying like I feel like they did such a good job. That was incredible. And I'm going to go ahead and assume if I hit play now, like there's nothing more. It's probably just going to be blank. But I'm so excited to see what's going on from now. Like Calico DLC, saying you think probably wait, depending what the DLC is. We can probably just like, I'll have a look at the DLC separately, see if there's like any more information on it. Maybe this Sunday we just play the main game and then later on we can go back and revisit the DLC later, because like I say, I've not actually got more than an hour of gameplay in it, so there's probably still a lot to see in the base game, but seeing there's some new stuff coming is really exciting. I'm gonna put some music on because I am noticing the quiet and I want a little bit of the vibe. Checking a thing, we're fine. I just needed to have a quick look at that. Let's go to the just chatting screen now that the premiere is over. And let's hang out over here for a bit. So yeah, we've got lots of awesome things coming up. If you're a PlayStation user and PlayStation is your go-to for games, lots of things coming out on it. It looks like Botany Manor, Magical Delicacy, I think said it was PlayStation as well. There's a few different things coming to it. So Mythwrecked as well. So if you're a PlayStation, like if that's like your main platform, then you're going to be getting access to all of these games soon, and that's so exciting. Like seeing them go from having like, you've got PC, you've got Switch, you've got Xbox, they're going everywhere now. So if you want to get involved and play some of these games and you have a PlayStation, keep an eye out. Some of them are already out, some of them looks like they're coming this year, so that's really exciting. And yeah, there's a few other things I'm excited for, like more Mythwrecked. Obviously we're going to be playing some more of that. So if you haven't seen the series, we are playing it over on YouTube. We have 2 parts out so far. I reckon probably I can get another like 3 episodes out of this, the speed that I'm going. So I reckon it's going to be good. Like I've got about another hour worth to film. So if you're interested in that, go find me on YouTube, same name. And watch some gameplay for that. We're going to be playing some more recently, some more soon. And then we're going to play, as I say, Calico on Sunday, so that's going to be exciting. And I do also have another thing, which is potentially going to be happening in the next couple of weeks related to Whitethorn Games that I am not going to announce yet. I'm teasing it because I want to make sure that everything's official and set up in the background. But keep your eye out if you like a look of some of these Whitethorn games. I might have a little thing that I might be able to tell you very soon, and I will let you know as soon as I can tell you. Like, there's nothing they haven't told me I can't tell you, but until I know what's going on, I'm making some emails and some stuff in the background and getting stuff ready, and I will let you know as soon as I can. But now though, I think we are going to head straight off because ads are incoming, and that is it for the Whitethorn stream. It's done. But if anybody wants to go and follow Whitethorn, we have all the different things that's been on the screen right here. It's at Whitethorn Games everywhere. So socials, they're on Blue Sky, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. You can go and find all of their media stuff. They have a Twitch page, they do TikToks, and they're on YouTube as well, which is where we were watching it today. So if you like what you see, go and find them in all the different places. Check the pinned message to be able to go and look at all the Steam games, see what's upcoming, go and throw some things on the wish list. I have plenty, and there's lots to choose from, so go and have a look at them. And finally, a massive thank you to Whitethorn Games for having us along for this. This was so much fun hanging out, seeing what's going on. The team are so sweet, and that was a really fun time. That was like the perfect time to end that song. It just closed out as I said my goodbyes. You survived a boss fight and then died by something while nothing was around to shoot. Suspicious. Oh, anyway, right, we are going to head to the stream ending screen very soon. We have 2.5 minutes before the ads, and I want to try and get us out before you guys have to sit through an ad for something. So we're going to take a quick look on Twitch, see if there's anybody that we can send us over to, because hopefully there's somebody. I want to see if there's anyone playing a Whitethorn game right now. So let me go and have a look. I'm gonna see if there's maybe like someone in like Botany Manor, or I'm not gonna go to Mythwrecked because I'm behind on the story and I don't want to see spoilers. But let's go see who's live, see if there's anyone we can go to that's doing a Whitethorn game. Or we do have somebody who's doing Botany Manor stuff. You couldn't reach your health potions, savage. Alright, let me have a quick look at this person. I'm gonna go see what they're all about. Been going live for an hour. They're a Fox VTuber, which is so cute. Yeah, I think we're gonna go over to them. They look very cute. Enjoying like just their vibe. They are playing Botany Manor right now, so we are going to head over to them. Let me get the raid started. So we are going to Snowy the Snow Fox. Thanks for being you, Maddles. I try. So the raid has been created. We do have a new thing, by the way, which I actually finally did. We have a new raid message, and also we have a sub-raid message now. So let's go for new messages. I finally did a thing I said I was going to do. So yeah, thank you all for being here. I'm going to head over to the stream ending screen. So goodbye to my face. If you want to go follow Whitethorn everywhere, please go and do so. And if you want to follow me, I'm on Blue Sky, and I'm here obviously on Twitch and on YouTube. So if you like what you've seen here, we are going to be playing some games. Join us on Sunday for Calico, and join us very soon on YouTube for some more Mythrat content. For now though, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate every single one of you, and remember, it's always tea time somewhere in the world. Bye bye.